13 signs that you are not taking care of your mental health. Too often people wait until they are deeply engulfed in anxiety and depressions before taking care of their mental health. Asking for help when it comes to mental health can be a struggle for many. But today, mental health is being taken more seriously, especially given how much more we all know about neurobiology and how our bodies respond to both chronic and acute stress and how that affects our mental health. The truth is, everyone will do better to take care of their mental health. Reaching out and talking with a professional trusted friend can help break the cycle of isolation that anxiety, depressions, and other mental health issues can create and start to build the support that you need. We want to help you notice some early warning signs, so we ask mental health professionals what indicator of poor mental health people usually ignore. But keep in mind that these are not the signs that you have a depression, anxiety, or another disorder. Number 1. You want to take a risk. Psychotherapist Jonathan Snape said most of his patients are high-functioning professionals who feel stuck in their life. He said sometimes people find themselves contemplating taking risks or doing things impulsively that put whatever stability they have built at risk. They know it's self-destructive, but find themselves throwing caution to the wind, doing something they rationally know will not bring them any lasting joy. This can escalate to a point where they have the potential to destroy their family, their career, or even their life. Number 2. You can't get comfortable in a bed. Carolyn Rubisto, a licensed professional counselor, says we carry stress and anxiety physically as well as emotional. So sometimes even not being able to get comfortable at night can be a sign of stress or anxiety. Everyone has times when their pillows just won't sit right, but if you are consistently tossing and turning, you should recognize it as a sign of poor mental health. Number 3. You are having trouble bouncing back. In general, humans are pretty resilient, but when we are having a hard time getting back up, or we are really worn down from having to get back up, that's a sign that seeking help might be worthwhile. If you recognize any of these signs in yourself or someone you care about, it's important to know you are not alone. We live in such a high-stress world where disconnections and fear are promoted among us. As humans, we want any connections and to feel safe, and that our needs are being met. If you are thinking of the above signs, it probably means some basic needs that you are entitled to are not being met. Number 4. You faint or feel constantly dizzy. Psychologist and co-founder of Remency, Niels H. said, stress and anxiety can cause disruptions to your blood flow. He said these disruptions of blood flow can leave you feeling dizzy, and if it takes too long to balance your oxygen levels, they can cause you to faint. A quick fix is a deep breath. A long-term fix is addressing the underlying issues. Number 5. Your body hurts for no apparent reasons. Similarly, your body reveals stress through body pains. He also said that the body starts to feel something that feels unknown or uncomfortable. Adrenaline is rushing through the body, preparing it to cope with whatever danger is approaching, flight or flight mode. When this happens, adrenaline increases our blood pressure as well as our blood supply. This may cause the muscle around our spine to tense and spasm. Number 6. you are not doing so hard at work. Poor concentration, slow processing speed, and inability to retain information are also symptoms of mental health issues, such as anxiety and depression. Research finds the shrinkage in certain parts of the brain which can impact decision making and memory, making work challenging. Number 7. You constantly get sick. Your immune system's strength is impacted by a variety of factors including stress, lack of exercise, and even loneliness. So you seem to catch every bite that slips into the office. It may be a sign that your overall mental health isn't in tip-top shape. Number 8. You feel stuck. Mindfulness coach Susan Pitton says that when people feel like they're destined to be stuck with life the way it's forever, it's indications that something is wrong. So if you start believing you can't change your future, it may be a sign that you need to do something to improve your mental health. Number 9. You can't fall asleep. An active mind makes falling and staying asleep challenging. Molly Barr, who is licensed mental health counselor, said, if you find yourself planning ahead and thinking of worst-case scenarios when it's bedtime, you might want to look into what could be driving this. Research estimates up to 80% of people with depressions report struggling with insomnia or have early morning awakening, which is an often overlooked but highly correlated sign. If you are having recurring nightmares or any other sleep disruptions, this one is a biggie that might point to anxiety or post-traumatic stress. Number 10. You don't enjoy things you used to love. It's important to note if you start to be disinterested in things you used to like. Perhaps the things that once brought you joy are no longer pleasurable to you. You might have started feeling apathetic towards what you are doing. If this is you, find a way to get the help you need. These are simply things you should know so you can make change yourself with your support system and or a mental health professional so you can function at your best. You experience a spontaneous change in appetite. Check in with yourself. Have you lost your appetite or are you eating much more than you usually do? Change in appetite can be a sign of coping with excess stress. Number 11. Your moods have changed often or not often enough. You could be experiencing lower mood than usual or feeling blah blah more days than not. Be aware of swings in other directions too. There's nothing wrong with being in a good mood, but if your moods are fueling any problematic decisions or swinging drastically, it could be a sign of a disorder. Number 12. You are struggling with excessive fear. This can take the form of thought, worries, panic, and psychological body sensations of anxiety and fear. Ask yourself, does your anxiety cause more stress and helps cope with it? There's a good sweet spot in managing anxiety, as the right amount of anxiety can motivate you, but benefits need to outweigh the costs. Number 13. You are struggling with physical signs of stress. This cluster of symptoms vary from person to person. Stress can include general muscle tensions, headache, and upset stomach and GI distress. It can also worsen existing chronic medical conditions. Sometimes we communicate emotions and mental well-being through the body. This can be especially common in kids, but adults do it too.